see the summons worked. Adventurer, Varnus Galarian has need of your skills and spells. My underlings may be unable to handle a simple planar breach, but I'm glad to see my mystical summons reached a most capable hero. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance, even if it is under less than ideal circumstances.
Yeah, I can't do soul shards. I've already
Sorry
done
to
it.
have pulled you here with so little fanfare, but pressing times and all that. A rogue mage named Brulo Relane cracked through the wards around the Aetherian Archive. Shoddy work by my associates in the Mages Guild. I can handle Brulo. Goodness knows I taught him everything he knows. I need your help with his minions. He summoned a force intended to keep me off balance, but he didn't plan for you.
Well, you only need to make 15 at each warp. For every workbench I suggest doing boots at the woodwork methodist making bows. Takes the least amount of items. And they use detail shack that cracky Nika. Hold on, do we have any skills? Oh, yeah, oh, okay. I appear to have tested all my skills on this character. At 10 extra ones that I would start to have. Must complete the quest. I never must up this right stuff. What is my weapons for? Oh, that's whoops of hands.
A meddler sent by Varnus. Don't let them through. The power of the first mages shall be mine. Keep out of this, you old fool! Surrounded by incompetence!
So true, Brulo. Good help is hard to find. Luckily, I have you, adventurer. Brulo Relane is proving a stubborn foe. Worry not, I'm up to the task. Through the portal, quickly now.
Okay. See you later.
The Guildmaster is fighting. Throw back this insect!
Mr. Guildmaster is Anna's the learning. He's the Archmage of the Mages Guild.
Your interference is meaningless, Varnus.
I need healing.
Excuse me. You're on target now.
Damn you! And damn you, Galarian!
Well done. I've managed to divest him from the Great Source, but his followers remain. Hurry, through the portal. I've got him right where I want him. But be warned, I sense a powerful summons awaits you ahead. Be ready.
Now then.
I knew I chose the right person. The remnants of the Great Source still linger here in this old tower. If we had not acted decisively, old Brullo might have been able to... terrifying thought. Exemplary work, adventurer. I know
Oh,
I
I'm a
didn't
terrifying
quite
thought
ask for your
sometimes.
participation, but your strength and intellect have been most appreciated. This portal should get you back. From the bottom of my heart. Thank you. Your intervention at my side has stopped short a terrible calamity. Nern can sleep safe tonight, never knowing the dangers she faced.
I love me now. Master Dabbler, I am a gifted writer. Oh, dungeon time. Then. Ooh, resource notes.
You're still breathing. Good. Breathing is good. Slimjaw is deeper in the sea cave. She's trying to gain control.
That breathing's
of Mother
generally
Lightning.
good.
If she manages this, the Dominion soldiers won't stand a chance. The giant lizards with lightning in their teeth are Wamasu. Mother Lightning laid their eggs and nurtured them to hatching. Everything about her is twice their size. It pains me to say, but you'll need to put her down when you kill Slimjaw. I was once a shadow scale, just like Slimjaw. For me to kill her without sanction would be true heresy. I've lived my life without angering the Night Mother, and I'd rather not start now. But my friend Eagerteeth has no such restriction. Yes, the one chewing on that hunter's spine. She's a feisty one. I'll return to the village and chase away the Wamasu. If they sense Mother Lightning is in danger, they might stampede through the gray mire. Good luck, friend. But with Eagerteeth by your side, you shouldn't have much trouble. Argonians born under the sign of the Shadow are special. Some are taken at birth and trained as assassins. We followed the god Sithis, and through his consort wife, we received sanctioned kills. I shouldn't say we. That life is long behind me. Slimjaw and I first came to this tribe as liberators. But for every Argonian we freed, the Dark Elves tortured 10. I refused to cause more pain for my people. When the tribe was exiled, I remained as a protector. But I was too slow to protect Utate.
Huh. No, good for him. But... It's all this oblivion, too. Yeah, edited it. Edited. One.
You're back. You stopped Slimjaw then. Oh no. Eager Teeth didn't survive, did she? I see. You'll be missed, Eager Teeth.
Your teeth was fine
This is
for
no
me.
time to mourn. Officer Parwinell grows impatient with our tribe. Perhaps if you were to calm the waters,
The
she
war.
would leave us be.
Apparently it dies.
None of the others will speak with her. They fear she'll find out about the fighting. So they cling to silence and hope I make it all go away. But I'm a terrible liar. There's no way I could disguise Utate and Slimjaw's absence. I don't want the tribe forced out of its home. These people, my people, they found hope in the Grey Maya. I don't want it wrenched away from them due to Slimjaw's foolish actions. If I may ask, what will you tell her? As you should. I just hope what you think is right is what's best for my tribe.
I'm gonna be style non-slighten.
My scouts reported sounds of battle. Where are they? Good. It seems I have little choice. Then we cannot allow those people to remain. The last thing the Dominion needs is rebellious elements near its capital city. I don't enjoy making this decision, but thank you for helping me see its necessity. Argonians of the Grey Mire. Rebellion cannot be tolerated in Grotwood.
It's mad I
The
can't for
Dominion's
slain.
enemies must remain outside of its borders. Pack up your belongings. In a few days' time, my soldiers will escort you to Haven.
Where will we go? What will we do?
I'm sorry, but you've left me no choice.
I understand why you did what you did. In time, I hope my tribe will as well.
You look you wanna do. You may be tell if you meet the pain on
We had to ascend. Good. This should be the last conduit. Let's take it apart.
Well, y'all share this left with me. I could have just walked up and done. Idiots. We can either go west from here, or we can take the soul right Fontaine Road and go towards the Bow and Archer. But Bow and Archer tells of my kind of place. That's not a person, that's a stone.
I'd be yapping here for eternity. Blasted wormies only have eyes for the empty ones. Very well. Tie me to your belt and we can get started. No time to lose. How can you breathe? You just do without thinking much about it. It's the same with me in talking. Or worm cultists digging up old bones. Didn't ask if they belonged to anyone, did they? The wormies just started making skeletons.
Okay.
Yes! Pieces of me
That's
all
where you
over the
just
place.
explain away magic.
Disconcerting. I'm probably not the first skeleton you've had to reassemble, and I doubt I'll be the last. But once I'm walking again, we can figure out what the wormies want with the bone orchard. Deal? Ah, Quite the view from up here, eh? I'm at the landscape. Don't get any ideas. All right, let's find the rest of me.
That
Try
was-
searching the wormy camps or knocking some skeletons around until my bits fall out. My pelvis is filthy! What did the wormies do? Use it as a shovel?
But no, I'm in the middle of what it feels like endless combat.
Ah, that's the last one. Quickly now! Drop my pieces on the ground and I'll put myself back together. You have no idea how good this feels. To be whole again and walk with my own 2 legs. To have legs at all. Next? Oh, you mean the wormies. Can't leave them here, digging up bones that dig up bones?
He can tell a bungee employees has got the blue
No
flame.
idea. That's why we'll need to investigate, yes? That's the thing for us. Investigations all around. Their biggest
Bungee
dig
employees
sites
whenever they
nearby.
showed up in Beetle
Hard to
matches got the
disagree.
neck meme
Unless
flames
you're one to miss
on
a
those
hole in the
thoughts.
Charging off like filled and near blood drunk, eh? Don't expect me to lend a hand. Perhaps a rib will do? Point it at any wormy skeleton and I'll have it fighting at your side. No, it's no trouble. You can thank me later. Onward to the dig site. Gora, dear! Gora, dear, what have they done?
What does it look like? They dug up my barrow.
What? Why?
Wouldn't stop asking about the roots.
The roots? Why would they care about the... Oh, no.
Told them they were asking for trouble. But did they listen? Went right to the barrow bar. Idiots.
Hey, friend. Listen, we have a problem. The wormies must be here for what's under the barrow bow. With enough of the little skeletons, they'll be able to dig up the big ones. I knew I shouldn't have said anything to that Ithruin fellow. The wormy leader told him he'd have no use for the big bones in the ground with the barrow bow to keep them sleeping. But if he digs up the barrow bow's roots, he'll kill it. Then he can build giant wormy skeletons to stomp around. You didn't notice it? The enormous tree in the middle of the bone orchard? Nobody takes a moment to look up these days. All this beauty directly above you, and you're staring straight at the dirt. Typical. There are others like Goradir sleeping beneath the barrow bow. If they knew what the wormies wanted, they'd help. But we can't get there without Spinner Amariel's help. And she's not too happy with me. She's up on the ridge overlooking the bone orchard. Maybe I shouldn't go with you. No, that's silly. I'm sure she'll be happy to see me. But just to be prudent, I'll let you do the talking.
Why don't we talk about going to sleep? Chufun.
Amariel won't be happy
Yeah?
that.
You didn't mention falling asleep to me. I'm talking to Corridor now.
Sense of humor. No patience for Dringoth's mischief. Years ago, she'd had enough, so she took him apart and scattered him around the bone orchard. I laughed hard enough to shift my barrow. Most of us choose to sleep in our own bones. But Dringoth borrowed those of a long-dead elf. He was always restless, even in life. Dringoth's true bones are gnarled in the roots of the barrow bar. Some say they're the oldest in the orchard. Look out for him, would you? His recklessness tends to wear at the others buried here. Very bright, tired. Very tired. Much taller.
When Spinner Amario sees me, brilliant young woman, keeps records of all the bones buried here, big and small alike. Every dead elf in the ground is important enough for her to track. Suppose it's why she was annoyed with me for inhabiting these elf bones instead of my own. No idea! Some dead elf from another era. Probably won a war, lost a war, or refused to fight in a war. You know how it goes with these things. When Spinner Amario sees me, she'll be surprised. What's so special about a great tree the size of a sailing ship, sealing the old bones beneath it in eternal slumber? Not much beyond all that, I suppose. To keep people out, why else? Spirits hate disturbances, and to keep the bones from wandering away. The barrow bough grew around the oldest skull in the ground, you know. The big hill in the center of the orchard, well, suppose it doesn't look much like a skull now. Been buried too long. Ha! Oh, most think it belongs to the god Ifri. His death made the bones of the earth, or so it goes. Depends on who tells the story. Oh, no, of course not. Nobody that important. I don't know. Yes, it's left me completely. Wait, did you hear that? Could have sworn it was a wormy. Oh, must have been my imagination. Brilliant young woman. Keeps... No idea!
Yes, he didn't mention Falnasti to me at all. He mentioned Yifri.
Oh, you can see me. It takes a keen mind to see someone in my position. Welcome. You'll find no rattling chains or slamming doors here. I promise. Just a lost soul, committed to a game that never ends. I am Philia. Or I was. It hardly matters. In life, I was a master of games. Games of all sorts. Cards, dice, parlor games. I loved them all.
We might be a dick and
Alas,
butts in
I
our
ran
quests.
afoul of a
That's
drug
not
who'd
the
grown
thing.
sick of me winning all the time. So he put a knife in me. In part, truthfully, I think other forces keep me here. Before I died, I helped the Roysters Club
yeah,
craft
sometimes
their
don't
game.
too.
I played countless matches, but always won. To truly know a game, you must lose. Perhaps if I am defeated, my spirit will move on. Tempting, but I sense that you
Playing
are not ready.
should be with that.
Only a master
dead
can
person.
defeat me. Go and hone your craft. Challenge others and improve. When you reach the summit, return to me. I would relish a challenge.
Ah, okay. Okay. Yeah.
Come on! We need to get to the barrow bow! Oh, we have a history built upon the bedrock of respect and mutual appreciation. We're just having a bit of a spat, that's all. 30 or 50 years, I think? Yes, let's say 50. Give or take a decade. It's my fault, really. I was insufferable. Don't know how she put up with me, to be honest. Taking me apart was the best thing for us both. Not at all. Well, I do wonder how she'd fare buried up to her neck while I sit in a nice warmly lit cave, but it's a passing fancy. She used to visit my skull and sing to me, even when we were squabbling. That's true friendship right there.
Head to the barrow bow.
Niranon's horn will get you inside, I'm sure of it. There are many wood elves interred around the Barrow. I catalogue their names, cities of origin, and learn about their lives. Then I sing their stories beneath the roots, so the old bones beneath have something new to dream about. I've always known Dringoth. He managed to get into trouble when he was just a skull. How he learned to climb like that still eludes me. The spinners who came before were no different. Dealing with Dringoth has been the only real constant in the Bone Orchard. We drive the rhythm of our people. Every wood elf has meaning, no matter how small. Spinners find the perfect tune for each, so the stories of our strongest and our weakest can harmonize together. At least, that's how I see it. Ha! No, not me. Not yet.
Come on! What's so special about a great... to keep people out?
But that way, you know, the feel guilty about lying. Then you can tell the truth and be like, but you don't have to do the bad thing. Yo, though, I have to solve this the worst possible way.
Who disturbs the heart of the Barrow Bow?
Niranon, enough with the theatrics! You need to let us in!
Dringoth, what are you doing here? Who is with you? And why are there intruders in the roots of the Barrow Bow? Dringoth, what have you done?
Nothing, I'm trying to help!
Once again you bring us suffering. Banishment is too good for you this time.
Okay. There's some history there.
Dringoth,
He's
what have you
annoying.
done?
What will you make us lose this time, Dringoth?
You should have left, Dringoth.
Oh, it's just a chest. You're just done. Teacher. But then,
Ulfras will not
Zernia
forgive you
future
again.
film has us the up on out seeing for you.
Why
Well,
return?
Dringoth, you were banished, yet you dare return?
Listen to me! We're in danger! Necromancers are trying to kill the Barrow Bow!
You warn of danger. Dringoth, who leveled nations with his girth. Your
man,
restlessness
leveled
trapped
me with
us
that
here in
girth.
the first place.
There are a vast number of elf bones in the Bone Orchard. If we all use them together, we can drive out the invader!
Together? Since when have you done anything that wasn't for yourself? Once more you bring danger upon us, then beg for our help to end it. No longer! You'll remain beneath the Barrow Bow until the world forgets you!
Ulfras, wait!
We have no quarrel with you, Living One. Indeed, we thank you for your part in awakening us. The invaders in the Barrow Bow must be stopped. Because we must punish him for his transgressions. The elf-bone shell to which he was banished will no longer suit him. We'll return him to the old skull around which the Barrow Bow first grew. The very skull that surrounds this room. Dringoth's crimes are unforgivable. We once sought a true death in the farthest reaches of the world, but his aimless wanderings led to our imprisonment. Here, we can never die. That story is as long as it is old. You would endure the telling? In days long past, our old bones longed for the sun's sweet kiss. For friends we knew in life. But our restless wanderings caused untold suffering. We went far away to be forgotten by the world. To die. But Dringoth continued to wander. To destroy. He couldn't bear to stay in one place for long. Yet while he fixed his gaze upon the horizon, he forgot to watch the ground. Whole cities crumbled beneath him. Amidst this devastation, the Wood Elves of Fallen Estes saw his wanderlust for what it was. They invited him to join the travels of their walking city. His elation gave them time to ensorcel him into slumber. Unaware, he laid down to sleep. They buried him and planted a seed in his skull. In time, it became the Barrowbow. The Wood Elves of Fallen Estes feared our fading bones would wander, so they sought us out and carried us to the Bone Orchard. Here, they interred us beneath shrines to Ifre, ensuring we would never be forgotten. Because of this, none of us can die. No. In telling the story, we see he did not. But his wanderings led to great destruction, and his selfishness led our bones to this prison. He afflicted us with the doom of endlessness, and for this crime, he cannot be forgiven. Perhaps we were too hasty. Very well. Because Dringoth broke his exile only to warn us of so great a threat, we'll allow him to leave us in peace, but only if he aids us in driving out the invaders. Enemies at the inner gate. Come quickly, we'll drive out the worm cult.
If it weren't for you, I'd be well and truly buried right now. You're a real friend.
They'll never make us their slaves. Shatter the bones they steal from the restful dead.
Can't say I'll miss throwing back wave after wave of wormies and their bony minions. But now I have a chance to see the world, meet new and interesting people. Only now I won't accidentally smash everything in my path. Rather embarrassing, that. See the world, I expect. Folks may not take kindly to chattering elf bones, but it's better than stomping everything to jelly, eh? I'm sure I'll see you around. The world's only so big. Bigger now, I expect. Ooh, how exciting! You know, I hadn't thought about it. I usually just pick a direction and start walking. Though sometimes that doesn't work out so well. Take the Sea of Ghosts. Seems like a fun jaunt, yeah? Up north, very north, lots of water. Ice like you wouldn't believe. But the barnacles, oh, do they chafe. Took me a decade rolling around in desert sands to rid myself of those. Oh yes, loved it. Warm, dry, and the sand feels so good on my bones. Unfortunately, the people there aren't big on walking skeletons. Not many are, but there in particular. I was on my best behavior, too. They had no need to react like that. When they saw me coming, they took for the hills, the caves, whatever was available to hide in. By the time I reached a city, it would be completely deserted. Made me terribly lonely. But that was long ago. I should visit, see how things have changed.
Not doubt. Yeah, if you're still on my undead weapon arms.
I'm sure I'll see you around. The world's only so big. Bigger now, I expect.
The worm cultists haven't bothered me in some time. I suppose I have you to thank. Wait, what happened to Niranan's horn? Blast it all. If Dringoth got his grubby finger bones a hold of it, I'll scatter him all over Grotwood.
I don't think that's gonna happen. I think it just kind of made it.
Finally! Glad to see that my calculations and
Oh, no,
speculations
this
proved
guy right
correct. I assumed you'd eventually
May
show up
Summer
here,
with it?
and as usual, the Great
Yeah.
Mage was right. Now, come closer. We have much to discuss, you and I. I recently received a message that was apparently meant for you, from an oracle. It came to me in a most unsettling manner. Anyway, I determined the chances of meeting you here, and there you are. Saves me the trouble of crafting a message stone. Well, I was about to portal to Alinor for a proper meal, but since you're here now, we might as well discuss that message. It came from Mariv, an oracle of the weird. I usually avoid soothsayers, but Mariv possesses a genuine talent. Down to the last syllable. Her predictions are open to interpretation, but her words made me uneasy. A web of trouble. The island that went away. 3 dark princes, and your name. After that, she stopped
Wow, just took
responding
out
to
the
my
phone. That's
projections.
the island.
It means you need to find the Oracle and make sure she's all right. I've enchanted a small boat to take you to an isolated part of Bleak Rock, near her last known location. And take this medallion of summoning. Use it to call upon me if the need arises. As it so happens, the Great Mage knows a great deal about a great many things. What else can I tell you before you go? Uneasy? I don't believe that's the word I used. Nevertheless, her prophetic verses tend to be loquacious and hauntingly beautiful. This one was terse. It mentioned trouble of some sort, a vanishing island and dark princes, probably Daedra. Well, trouble could mean almost anything, though nothing good. The island could refer to Artaeum, the home of the Sigic Order. It disappeared more than 300 years ago. And I have heard rumors about some sort of Daedric alliance. You'll have to take that up with the Oracle. I suppose you figured into her vision, or whatever it is that spawns her prognostications. If this message came from anyone else, I'd say it was some sort of ruse. Mariv, however, is the genuine article. Oracle Mariv belongs to the Weird, a sisterhood of witches that revere the natural world. Mariv started receiving visions at a young age. Over the years, she has provided the Mages Guild and the Sigic Order with warnings we could act upon. The usual sorts of dire predictions. Most recently, Mariv foresaw the deaths of Kings Fulbert and Tamlian. She has an unusual knack, an ability to see into other realms as well as into possible futures. Makes her useful to the Sigic Order. Believe me, I tried. Mariv has always been a loner, even more so than her fellow Wirises. She said she had more to do and that you would come to save her. So get to it! Go save the Oracle! Then get her to tell you more about her vision. Surely you can puzzle that one out on your own. It will take you exactly where I told it to go. But the magic isn't permanent. Best get a move on. You don't want to be on that tiny boat in the middle of the ocean when the spell wears off. Give you the... What? Do you think I have a boat in my pocket? That it folds up and fits in your backpack? Ridiculous! It's nearby on the docks. I'll mark the location on your map. I did get the name the Oracle provided me with right, didn't I? I've magicked the medallion so that you can use it to call me to your location, provided the need is great and I'm not otherwise occupied. Be sure to save it for a special occasion.
Maybe they were floating it. What it?
Don't let this theory of
Is that a blood in your pocket or you just hadn't seen me?
It's really quite simple.
I'm here on alchemy to make some these.
Cease your meddling, scum. The Redguard's soul will fuel the Mortum Vivicus. Nothing you can do can stop it!
Dark Moons? What was that? That vision. A Dremora woman talking about Merrick. Why would she want my hapless companion? Aleph has no idea. Whoever she is no friend to the Guild or Merrick. It would seem so. This one cannot imagine the value of such a thing. Too shiny and dripping with pride. Just the same, we must warn him, and the Guild. Aleph will go after Merrick. Return to seize all colors. Tell her what you have seen. Go. Return to Davon's watch quick as you can, comrade.
Sheogorath's name is
Seize
not
all
the
colors
sign.
must know.
All day, and you're great about Sel Merrick.
Merrick ran off after some other Daedra. Get after him.
I think that's the last one.
My master has plans for your pure soul, Merrick. You should feel honored.
Merrick? Comrade, what happened? Where did you go? Dosha, that such a weakling could take one such as Merrick. How would Aleph know? She was behind you. Oh yes, Colors, the heroic guildmaster. We don't need to wait for Colors. You and Aleph are more than smart enough to figure this out. Here, give those items you found on the cultists. You didn't recognize the Dremora from her projection. I think her name is Dosha. Quite full of herself, actually. This note mentions an island tower. Aleph wonders if it speaks of Stonefang. Stonefang Cavern beneath an old tower on the island just beyond Ebonheart. Go seek Merrick there. Aleph will find our heroic guildmaster and get additional blades.
Man, she's not real happy
May
with
good
Colors
fortune
resistance.
stalk your steps, comrade. Which do you mean? The gear or the relic? Ancient, Dwemer. Worn in places, this piece was used in one of their constructs. Smells fresh in some ways. Has been away from any ruins for a while. Shame. Might have been able to learn something more. Crude construction, shaped by small fingers. Female Breton. Perhaps wood elf, colored from clay. This region, so more likely Breton. Smells burnt of cinders, shaped near a wood fire stove or kiln. Aleph makes her way as she can, helps the guild as she can. Just a humble Khajiit, originally from the city of Dune. This one is of little importance. Which do you mean?
Comrade, to me. Comrade! I am Yofnir Iceblade, former master of the Fighters Guild. Don't interrupt, I cannot speak long. Dosha has taken Merrick beneath the island into the vault.
She trades his soul for her master's dark plans. I can't say. My time grows
Oh,
short.
just of how I dream
Save
souls or
Merrick,
differently.
stop the Daedra. We're the followers of Molag Bal.
You're too late, mortal. His soul will fuel the Mortum Vivicus. I will consume you as well.
You have failed me, Doja.
Stand on my head!
She
That
almost had
Moab
me.
spoke directly
Thank
in
you,
there.
comrade. Just need a moment to recover. If you hadn't come along, I'll be fine, Stendar willing. I heard her communing with the Lord of Lies. Molag Bal is harvesting souls for some dark plot. He's especially interested in the souls of the faithful. Comrade, grab that book and her notes on the table. I saw her scribbling after speaking to her master. We may be able to learn more about this plot. Learn what this Mortum Vivicus is. Grab them, then let's get out of here.
The Undaunted have no time for weaklings or beggars.
You don't look like an Undaunted to me. Get out of here while you still can.
Give me an excuse, and I'll eat your brains from your skull and drink your blood.
This table is for the Undaunted only.
These guys are kind of dicks and I love them.
That thief is getting away!
Look, you wanted something to do, I gave you something, so go do it. Unless you can't handle it. You gonna confirm my suspicions or prove me wrong?
Hold! I'm seeing cliff races at the boring choice then.
Yeah, we just finished a triple playthrough of Oblivion, actually. But yeah, it was fun. It was good. And we definitely do not experience everything there was to experience. Is way more to that game. And I would love to play, but any future content for Oblivion's gonna be fancy stuff. Oh, I don't have to do the gym to get sword. Oh?
Speak
That's
with
right. Oh. But oh will always make you sore.
Yes?
Your fate walks these halls. Come here.
What's the point in being... You're a warrior like me.
Trade? Wares and goods for valuables? Mortal and Daedra. Doesn't matter.
Fuck.
What matters is the trade. The exchange. Take a look. See? Want? Trade.
I studied up. I prepared.
You're a warrior like me. I assume you know something about how annoying it is to lose. I didn't even make a mistake. Those monsters just killed me. Well, I'm not going to lie in my proverbial grave and let them get away with it. You could start by making those fabled malligraphies wish they'd never crawled out of their books. I'd kill them myself, but the Index won't let me enter the archival wings. Knowing that there are fabled out there makes me want to punch a wall. Because I would still be alive if it weren't for them. They severed my threads of fate, all my hard work, erased. But you can do what I can't. Make them pay for what they did to me, and I will pay you. Stay on your guard in there, and don't underestimate anything. All the enemies you defeat will only lure you into a false sense of confidence. That's when they get you. They're strong malligraphies created from the journals of the Archive's old inhabitants. They'll look like Hermaeus Mora cultists, but they won't be friendly. They usually take a little bit of time before they make an appearance in the archival wings. I thought it was because they were intimidated by my skills, but now I know better. They're stronger than you expect. Don't underestimate them. I'm not sure. It usually took exploring a few different archival wings to find one. Those bastards are probably waiting to see how much of a threat you are before revealing themselves. They see the Archive as a challenge or something. I heard that I could fight an entire army's worth of enemies here with no real mortal danger. Imagine my surprise when the threads of fate I heard so much about didn't save me from death, like they were supposed to. As I understand it, they tie all the living creatures and books here to the Index. I suppose the threads act as security against the dangers of the Archive. Dying severs a thread. Lose too many, and you're returned to this chamber. Master Malkest and the Filers are too busy with the other troubles in the Archive to look into what happened. But that is not what bothers me. I am not upset about the Index's lapse. I am furious at the creatures who severed my threads.
Okay. No real explanation for what happened there or why, just been things.
There's no time for pleasantries or interrogations. Thoat Replicanum is summoning malligraphies, creatures of ink. The Infinite Archive is filled with books, and therefore, ink.
You
can see how this is suboptimal.
Creatures.
Right?
You more meat as... Huh.
Daedra. I saw her name scrawled in many margins, but it took the ink attacking for me to put the pieces together. Research can be uncomfortable, even painful. This is unprecedented. I have a plan to combat her, though I lack the skills to enact it. Mimics are the true names of Daedra. If we collect the pieces of Thoat Replicanum's Mimic, we can use it to summon her and rid the Infinite Archive of her malaise. At least that's what I hope happens. I'm not
Spoiled gone
destitute,
pursuits.
if that
That's
sways
telling me
you.
you should build buttons, people.
That door will take you into the archive. The maligraphies are the best lead we
Vet att pen
have,
bit
so
vi
head
ser
toward
som
orbs
lite
of
mot här.
unstable ink, and you will find them. I'll watch and offer advice when I can, but I'll leave the fighting to you. It's not my forte. They resemble the contents of the text itself. Most of the books here in the archive are historical accounts. They seem differently tempered as well. Some are peaceful, many hostile, and almost all have different skills and strengths. Think about it this way. A book can discuss a king as a vicious conqueror or a benevolent philanthropist. Both of these descriptions could be true, but a text must choose one. As for the differences in strengths, not all authors are equally skilled. I can usually tell after they attack. Most of the maligraphies will fight you, but that doesn't mean that all of them will. Just keep an eye out for any that behave violently. Then you underestimate the power of the written word. Remember that these characters, as you called them, aren't in their books anymore. A sword made out of ink is still a sword. I have the scars to prove it. It all comes back to ink. The maligraphies are made out of the book, and I've seen Thoat Replicanum scribbled across the margins of many pages here. I'm practiced enough at research to know when I'm on the cusp of discovery. The Nimic is a Daedra's true name. If we hold the Nimic, we'll be able to control her to some capacity. I'm not powerful enough to banish her from the archive outright, but I think I have enough magic to summon her. The Infinite Archive holds written records of events that were, or that could be. There were others who called this place home, but they're dead to the archive. I didn't think that was possible. The Infinite challenges many of my assumptions. You'll see evidence of them as you travel. I know of a few who aren't dead to the archive, but I'm not sure if they encountered the maligraphies yet. I'll do my best to steer you toward them when I can. They could help you. Threads of fate bind everything in the archive to the index. If the threads break, the item is returned to safety. This protects the tomes, but it is helpful should an accident-prone researcher bury his nose in a book and walk off a cliff. And now it appears some of the inhabitants of the archive no longer have the protection of the threads. I have no idea why that is so, and it disconcerts me. I would be lost if I was no longer bound to the index. That giant orb. Since it's tied to everything in the archive, we use it to locate books throughout the infinite expanses. This place would be a headache to navigate without it. It all comes back to ink. The maligraphies are made out of the book.
Let's see. Oh, Lazakarmi is more a bottle.
You there, halt! There's great danger ahead. South Point is currently off limits. You'll need to keep back for your own safety. The citizens of South Point are killing each other in the streets. I've seen nothing like it. Captain Alonthor may need help evacuating survivors. You'll find him by the road, outside the town.
I'm looking for work. I was work. I don't know the details.
Turn back, citizen. South Point is... I don't know what to call it exactly. I sent 3 of my best scouts into South Point to answer that very question, but none returned. Until I know their fates, I can't request reinforcements. But I won't send anyone else inside until I know what happened to my scouts. You see my predicament. I certainly won't stop you. One of South Point's citizens also offered to help find the scouts, but she seemed a bit eccentric. Perhaps she has something to offer beyond alarming theories? You should know Dareneth has some sort of position in Elden Root. Seems to think her reputation precedes her. No need to kiss the hem of her robes, but she's far less prickly if you show her some respect. Last I saw Dareneth, she was taking shelter in one of the tents. I could do without this damnable rain. It's been storming since we arrived, and it shows no sign of letting up. Ask what you will. I don't care to speculate. I can only act upon what I know. It's apparent that the townsfolk have caused harm to themselves and others within South Point. Yes, it seems they've all gone mad, but until I know for certain, all I can do is hope to contain it. Strange reports arrived in Elden Root a week ago. Little things, people acting oddly. But when a South Point guard delivered his own severed tongue to the Altmer embassy, someone noticed. If we weren't spread so thin, we'd have been here earlier. General Endari pulled her entire company from the Haven and left for parts unknown. In her absence, we filled the gaps. I tried to commandeer forces from the Grey Mire, but the Thalmor Inner Council considers Argonian refugees a greater threat, in their wisdom. Centuries ago, it was an Imperial stronghold, but now it's known as a sleepy coastal town with a big cathedral. You'll find mostly Colovians who've been here for generations, and a handful of wood elves who don't pay much heed to the Green Pact.
Someone delivered their own tongue.
Did Captain Alanthor send you to mock me? Did you come to tell me I don't know the work of a Daedric prince when I see one? Isn't it obvious? Madness swept through South Point like a plague, and so quickly. Only one Daedric prince has such power. Sheogorath, Daedric Prince of Madness. You have heard of him, haven't you? Doesn't seem like it's mustering up any excitement. I'm exceptionally concerned. It is my home, after all. But I'd rather show my concern by doing something about the problem. The captain wanted to find his scouts, didn't he? We should get going. Of course, you need someone who knows the town, and I need someone with whom to take a stroll in this lovely rain. No use arguing. I've been getting my way since before you were born. Or do you want a sweet old woman to show more courage than you? Yes. What of it? Actually, I'm needed in South Point. Unless the Queen prefers it left to the whims of a Daedric prince, she can wait.
Okay, well, that must be someone we need to get something said. Joel, how about the Queen?
Well, I suppose I can't go back to town now, can I? Just make myself comfortable here for a while. This sort of thing usually sorts itself out, doesn't it?
South Point was such a grimy place. The new mayor is really cleaning things up, don't you agree? Dominion? South Point is no longer part of the Dominion. The mayor decreed it. If Dominion scouts marched their muddy boots onto our streets, we'd truss them all up. Killing? Oh, do you mean the cleaning brigades? Don't you worry about them. They're simply doing what they must to make South Point sparkle. Oh no, I can't leave my home until it's entirely clean. Besides, the mayor said none of us can leave, and we all know what happens when we don't listen to the mayor. You're trussed up or you're thrown in the catacombs. Either way, you deserve it for disobeying the mayor. He's a just man, a righteous man. We should heed his words, every one of them.
Huh. Alright. Not a breezy. That's one must problem.
No scouts here, just my neighbor.
Oh, that's a repair
Although this
thing.
is certainly an interesting arrangement.
Let's just let off read that thing. But they eat the hearts of anyone they invested in combat.
The fire warms us when we're cold, but burns us when we're close. No matter how much you feed it, its hunger never ends. The fire is sublime. I am blind to all but the fire. It consumed my eyes and my thoughts, for I was jealous of its power. I wanted it for myself. But it forgives as it consumes, and soon it will forgive me.
Well, that's weird.
We should find those scouts.
I'm gonna guess I've already been to the inn. Yeah. No, she just might be an interesting note to me. Nope. Let's do though. This one's potential and crazy. This feels like something I would get from my HOA back in California. Oh, do your senses bring her first, or... Now it'd be somehow unbelievably normal.
This town is broken.
Ah, well, this note's kind of crazy.
That wasn't so difficult, was it? Now let's head
Something
to
in
my
the attic.
laboratory. We'll need that scroll to get into the cathedral.
What are you doing here? I don't know you. So what if I am?
Wow.
They called me an angry drunk, said I'd never amount to anything. But now I have the lightning, and I'll give it to anyone who makes me mad. Shut your mouth and walk away, or you'll get the lightning, just like all the others. I don't need to listen to this. I'll show you, like I did them. Nobody pushes Rufinus around! Think you can talk down to me? I'll roast you on a lightning spit. Your lungs will fry so fast they pop like kernels in a skillet. I'll make your eyes burst out of your face. You aren't better than me!
Didn't think you had it in you. Storm's
Oh, you was English and fast and so. What? Huh? Still. Well, it's nice now that I don't believe in after you fix the town, maybe you'll not be yelling me about it anymore. Yeah, you never back to lightning now. It's not lightning. The worst part is I was able to withstand the storm and just walk right up, but it's mingling me up in the dark.
Yes, it's on my desk. Yes, over there. Do you see it?
It's she.
Let's head to the cathedral. We're the last people the mayor will expect.
What did you say about me?
Well, somebody jumped off the cathedral. Is that mortal? Look. Oh, the bio spirit. I guess someone's gonna jump. Or not. Eh?
That's the one who made us
Huh.
fight!
A little hands. It works. Oh, a friendship. And I guess it's from any conversation from here.
I recognize him. Let me see if I can talk some sense into him.
Oh, that's interesting. Most cathedrals had undercrafts and stuff, cathedral. It's definitely
There.
lovely.
How did you get in? Go. I want to be alone.
Don't you recognize me, Mayor Olis?
Dareneth. Thank the Divines. Sheogorath did this. All of it. He used me.
And how exactly did he use you?
He promised me power. The respect I deserve. But then he cursed my tongue with madness and let me make a mess of this town.
You're so pitiful, even for a mortal.
What?
You heard me! Oh, I've always wanted to meet a person within a person. Tell me, what's it like?
I'm so sorry, Sheogorath.
See.
I thought you'd abandoned me.
Owlie, I left you a tongue that drives people mad. But I suppose if you don't want my gift, I can take it from your mouth and give it to my new favorite mortal friend.
No. Think of all I've built here. The wonderful screams I've created, all in your name. Doesn't that make me your favorite?
Oh, very well. Sorry, my second favorite mortal friend. We had a good run, but it's time for your curtain call.
Good.
Oh,
You're
boy.
finally coming out of it. We should reintroduce ourselves. I don't remember how I came to be here in the cell. When I woke, you were just standing there, foaming at the mouth. Count yourself lucky that Sheogorath had no desire to treat you like a puppet, unlike myself.
What?
I was in Eldenroot when I heard some of the strange rumors coming from South Point. When I returned here, I recognized the signs.
What?
But when I arrived at my laboratory, Sheogorath was already there, dancing. Then I was dancing. After that, it all went dark.
What?
I saw and heard everything we did, but I couldn't affect a thing. It was a waking nightmare. My own mind, a prison. I expected him to kill us both, but we're here, aren't we? Best not to think of it. Applying logic to the mad god is unwise. Mayor Olus happened. He's always blamed others for his own shortcomings, but I never realized he'd been touched by Sheogorath. The only way the madness will end is with his death. He has the power to remake South Point in his image, to the mad god's delight. Where Mayor Arlos goes, Sheogorath won't be far behind. I see no other way. Unless you convince Sheogorath to take him back to oblivion, but arguing with the mad god is folly. I don't see how. Those bars are thicker than sword blades. We aren't going anywhere. It seems Sheogorath made a few changes to these catacombs. There were never any prison cells below the cathedral. I already tried. It seems Mayor Orlis found my magic somehow. I'd say it's maddening, but less so than having a Daedric prince steer you around like a carriage. When they come for us, we can try to fight our way out. If they come for us.
Such despair! Woo-hoo! Richer than a cheese sorbet! I see you've reacquainted yourself with Dareneth. Unacquainted? Unrequited! There. She'll come around to you, like I did. Mayor Aulus is a curd in the soup. A real fly in the way, don't you say? Made a mess of me gift. The kind from the wrong end of a dog. I tried to encourage him. Even brought him a hero to destroy. But he couldn't go through with it. Can you imagine? I led you right here to make it all boring again. And what did he do to stop you? Nothing. There I stood, in my best old lady suit, and he said it was all my fault. He just needs motivation. What better than an escaped prisoner seeking vengeance? Could you kill someone you love? I can't. Well, I have. But not Mayor Aulus. It would be too pedestrian. No. I want you to try killing him. I want him to reach deep down.
Why should I
below
try
all
it
the
on him?
marmalade and crushing failures defining his life, to find a seed of confidence and grow it into a tree of gumption he'll use to beat your brains to paste. But if not, any brain paste will do. Even his. Deal. Oh, and one more thing. Dareneth stays behind. If you bore me too much, I turn her into a goose, roast her, and feed her to you covered in fine Adar glaze. The goose, I mean. It's a mite bit chilly for my Adar pants. And make it entertaining, would you? After
Adar's
spending so
also
much time in this
cheese.
town, I finally know where the Colovians keep their fur hats.
This is your chance to fix this mess. Go, deal with the mayor. If South Point bores him, Sheogorath will leave. I'll be fine. There's still a chance to stop this. And after all Mayor Orlos has done, you shouldn't feel the need to hold back.
Knows how he's looking to go bigger.
My boredom washed it away. Really got in the cracks there.
Okay, that's what happened.
Oh, you can't seem to catch a break, can you? Chin up, just like the bridge. Adversity is the brother-in-law of propensity, as they say. Well, a proper hero needs obstacle, struggle, repeated attempts at bodily harm. You're going to play the proper hero so Owlie can shine. Or our deal is off. And if it's off, so is Daraneth's head. To Skyrim, in a field, with berries growing from her eyes! Do you have to
Sheogorath
lower
is
a bit
below.
like that? Show some panache! A little swagger! Oh, this just isn't your day. But your Uncle Sheogorath can make it better. I can never decide
how
between
so?
choice and free will. Which will triumph in the end? But why not settle the matter for me? Or you could yank a lever, but that's hardly fun for either of us. I just told you, choice and free will are subjects I hold quite dear. So, you could fight a very good friend of mine, or you can pull another lever. Your choice. Wonderful!
Yeah,
Just say
choice.
the word
Okay.
and I'll bring him here. Free will! Get out here! There's
Choice,
someone I want
free
you to
will.
meet. Not much gusto, but a smidge of herb, 3 jots brio, the essentials for a moxie fondue. Yeah. Fondue. What was I saying?
It's not a big deal. Oh, I guess okay, he's a dork, so chose himself free will. But what about? Oh, I guess the joke is that I don't have the free will to go from that door anymore. I suppose that's different. It's all ammo. Oh no.
Mortal, you stand above the sealed ruins of Leiloria. Within is a gateway to Cold Harbor, where my priestess, Kulanway, suffers at the hands of Molag Bal. Her pain is so great, it has torn a hole between worlds. This injustice must end. I am the Daedric, Prince of Dawn and Dusk, who weeps for Kulanway's suffering. I am the Mother of the Rose, who sealed Leiloria away from your world. I am Azura, mortal, and I would have you end Kulanway's endless torment. Long ago, the wizard Vastari came to Leiloria. She sought to end Kulanway's suffering, but Vastari failed and was lost. Go to Vastari's tower, retrace her path into Leiloria, and mortal, set Kulanway's bones to rest. Vastari kept careful records of her struggle to pierce Leiloria's seal. They remained scattered in her tower. Finally, use them
this is
to
a new
reach the
quest.
seal and recover Kulanway. A powerful wizard who built the tower behind you. She studied Leiloria for years, always patient, until finally she found a way through. But despite her preparations, Molag Bal's servants overwhelmed her companions. She was forever lost. Leiloria is the mouth of a bottle that floats through Cold Harbor. My seal is the cork. Should I release the seal, Molag Bal's servants will pour into Leiloria until they have nowhere else to go but here. Vistari found a way to slip past the seal, as must you. Kulanway was the most beloved of my servants. Her voice bent the world to her will, yet she used her power for selfless works until she was taken to Cold Harbor. Molag Bal made her song of pain last millennia, but in his distraction, you will recover her. A powerful wizard who...
Here again, I mean, yes, mortal? Greetings, outsider. As the will of my prince is eternal, I heed your call. Azura. You know of Azura, don't you? Irai the Fleet, she named me. But that was long ago. This shriveled vessel is but a shadow of my former glory. My wings ache to soar the skies of oblivion once more. Vistari pierced the seal with a relic known as the Twilight Heart. It still stands before the gates of Leiloria, bereft of magical energies. You'll need to feed it souls, and with all these Daedra about, you'll have your pick. The wizard Vistari kept quite the stock of sigil geodes, which I suppose should do. There are still some around. I can smell them from here. Of course, she was the last to summon me. Together we opened the ruins of Leiloria. She ventured in with her noble companions. I watched them die in a flood of Daedra. It was all I could do to escape and seal the ruin, Vistari's final command. Ignoring the fact that my prince's unbreakable will compels me to open the way to Leiloria, despite the unspeakably bloody terror to greet you on the other side. You could be Molag Bal himself for all I know. I'd still help you open the door, Lord of Brutality or not. You aren't him, are you? No, you're not. Not enough horns. And you don't smell of rotten meat. Molag Bal has terrible hygiene. Even a scamp knows that. Try waiting in a rock until someone calls your name. Then watch them reduced to a smear of viscera the moment you do what they've asked you to do. You try to find joy where you can. The joy of aiding another, of course.
Okay.
Point it at any Daedra and concentrate. Your target will be mesmerized by its faceted glow until the hapless fool is drawn into the stone. And take care with your aim. Yes, but only the least of them. It won't work on a Daedric prince if that's what you're thinking. It might work, but if you tried, who would help you open Leloria? The impertinence. Ignore it. You could be good. I'd expect the Harvester's souls to be taller. Basari, you live?
Yes, Irai, despite your efforts.
My prince's children were legion. They should have overwhelmed you.
Molag Bal's chattel are nothing to me.
Blasphemy!
Stranger, if you're a foe to Molag Bal, stand with me.
Fools! I'll feast upon your eyes! No! You won't defeat me again!
You've nowhere to fly, fiend. You can't escape me.
Says that to serve Molag Bal, Mazura. She said she served Mazura. And when I was doing all the Molag Bal comments, she's like, well, I expect the blah blah blah, and then... Oh, the Azura's the center of the Dick Prince, not princess. I mean, for all we know, Azura's a Futa. Knows.
The sigil geode? Do you still have it? Touching the sigil geode to Irai's forehead will absorb her soul. It's the only way we'll ever leave this place. If she dies outside of that stone, we'll spend the next century counting the tiles in this place. I noted 32,708, but you're welcome to check my figures. In the depths of this ruin is a portal leading straight to Cold Harbor. We can only close it from the other side. Once in Cold Harbor, we'll have no hope of escape unless Irai is inside that stone. Quickly! I can't keep this up for long.
It doesn't matter what you do to me. You'll be dead or trapped for 1,000 years. Molag Bal is my prince, you fool. I let Vistari believe I was Azura's servant, just as I let you believe. I led you into Cold Harbor's grasp, morsels for the god of schemes to pick from between his teeth. You can never truly escape Cold Harbor, soul shriven. My prince always gets what he wants. If you escaped, it's because he allowed it. Do it! I've spent countless centuries imprisoned in a tablet. That stone would be a delightful change of scenery. Perhaps the Banekin will pick it from your corpse and bring me to my prince. Wouldn't that be wonderful?
At last, after all these years. I'm not one to hope any creature suffers, but with Irai, I'll make an exception. She can spend eternity in the sigil geode for all I care. Irai is bound to her tablet. While she's within the sigil geode, we can use her as a tether to escape from Cold Harbor.
If I hadn't been so quick to destroy her those years ago, my companions would still be alive. Come, we should retrieve Kulanwe. At the base of these ruins is the hole her torment tears between worlds. But the moment we enter, Molag Bal's servants are likely to sense our presence. I'd have long ago made the attempt myself, if I had anywhere to flee. We must find Kulanwe and free her from whatever cruel device causes her so much pain. Doing so should end her torment. When she no longer cries out, the rift between Cold Harbor and Leiloria should close, I hope. I kept this library clear of Daedra, but the chambers beyond are home to a variety of the creatures. It may be best to avoid them. It is good to stand beneath the sky once more, to feel the breeze upon my skin. And I wouldn't have made it here without you. My home is always open to you, should you care to visit. 88 years, 3 months, 11 days, 13 hours, 7 minutes. Clear my Tower of Daedra for one. Memorialize my companions who did not return. Organize my effects. Then I'll find out what has transpired in this world since I left. I have some catching up to do. I opened my home to many I met in my travels. A young Redguard swordsman, a scarred wood elf hunter, a Sijic outcast. I can still hear their voices. But that was 90 years ago. Those not killed by the Daedra must have fled. For a time, though I expect my attention shall be drawn elsewhere soon enough. There was something different in Cold Harbor. The air was a little too full, the fires too bright. Molag Bal's Corner of Oblivion holds many secrets. I plundered several from his halls a lifetime ago. Did you know? I did it to impress a boy. What a fool I was. Telakar, a powerful mage, brilliant, always focused upon his work, hardly striking, though such things never mattered to me. It took my escapade in Cold Harbor to convince him there were adventurous women outside of his books. But that was long ago.
And pretty adventurous herself.
Kulanwe, beloved of the Wild Ones, my priestess returns from the clutches of Cold Harbor at last. So I have seen. A mortal has managed what the eternal dead could not. Much when it is time. You have taught humility to a Daedric prince, mortal. Tread carefully, for he will attempt to exact his revenge. Now go with my blessing. When I have need of you, you will know.
Yeah. You don't have the strap.